We will find out momentarily. It sounds fine to me.
Okay. I'm not using the same mic. I'm using a different one.
Wow, that's just okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, great, great.
Welcome everybody. We're back on Down the Middle
Yes,
here
it's
to talk.
been
It's
a
been
month.
yeah, it's been a month, but we're every so it's only been 2 episodes, but it feels like four.
Yeah, it does.
But as always, I am one of your hosts, Jake, and I am joined by Hakeem. He is a wrestling and IT specialist. He is an in-ring connoisseur and hater of all things Costco. Hakeem, how we doing?
I'm pretty good.
In our off time, I've been brainstorming things we can, do on the show to up the entertainment value a little
Yeah,
bit. And I thought
sure, sure.
about doing funny intros, which I've got a list, believe it or not,
That was
for
really good.
for you and Brian. Yeah, I was it actually started with hater of all things Costco, so I'm glad that
It kind of sticks.
do on the show. Okay, for some reason they can't see us. Why can't you see us? Oh, because ah, now they can see us. Sorry about that, everybody. I had the screen disabled for some reason. But now you can see Hakeem looking very foxy today.
Oh, thank you.
And I also want to let everybody know a new That's okay. Before we went live, Vince McMahon was about to molest a fox on his screen.
Yeah, they don't gotta know
Um,
about that.
so just a couple of things. First of all, tonight's podcast is brought to you by our friends at Again and Forever and by the Arate podcast, because just in case for some reason you want to hear me talk more, that is an option. But another thing, so YouTube has rolled out this new live chat feature. It appears to be nothing, but it might give you a trophy. But the more you participate in our live chat, the more experience points you get. And at the end of every live podcast, we are now going to announce the winners because YouTube tells us. So I like it because it incentivizes people to chat. Because if there's one thing I learned about human beings, it's that people will compete for arbitrary prizes all day, every day. So
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I saw that. It was like it reminds me a little bit like Twitch, where
Yeah, it does. Yeah, now that you mention it, and the funny thing is, they clearly rolled it out on Android devices first,
yeah, yeah, they did.
but now it appears to be on Apple as well. Because it's
Okay,
very, very confusing a couple days ago. But like I said, let's get into the pro wrestling. So basically, tonight we're just catching up, talking
hmm
about what's been going on, and then of course next week you get the next episode of Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up, and then the week after that we'll figure out what we're gonna do. But I have a confession to make. I've not been watching any wrestling programming, but I have been paying attention to social media here and there, so I am somewhat abreast of what's going on. Not least of which being, bro, we just can't stop being right about Jade Cargill.
Oh, yeah.
We just can't stop being right, and it's because it's not a normal thing. They bring back the King and Queen of the Ring when they need it, but I'm telling you what, this time the timing is perfect because I was wondering what they were going to do with Cody because Cena needs to be champ for right now, but they don't necessarily want Cody to fade into the background. And honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
King of the Ring is perfect. It's a great way to bridge the time. Cody's still important, but he doesn't look like a loser, and it's going to do nothing but elevate Jade. So I love it. And then my girl Selena is the women's U.S. champ. So
Oh yeah, she is.
finally she
She's
gets a
back.
belt. I remember a lot of people were mad though. They were like, "Oh, why'd she lose it from Chelsea?" And I'm like, "Because Chelsea is a heel, and Chelsea doesn't
Mhm.
need the title right now."
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, Chelsea made the title more than what it was. Like I like her entertainment. She's funny, and I don't know. To me, she brought more than the actual belt did.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. So she no longer needs it.
mhm.
This is the first title Zelina's ever won, if I'm not mistaken.
No, no, wasn't she? Oh wait, maybe it is. I
She
thought she
competed.
was.
She
Yeah, you're
competed for
right. Yeah,
another title, but I think she
yeah,
lost
yeah,
because she
yeah,
lost
yeah,
in Puerto Rico to Rhea, and which we knew she would. We called not
yeah,
that
yeah. That
we're
was
not
obvious.
we're not exactly Nostradamus when we say a 4'11" girl is going to lose to Rhea Ripley.
You say that, but you got Io
Hey,
Sky.
it's
She's like what 4'2".
she's a little taller than that, but point taken. Hey man, I still can't believe that she won at WrestleMania. I can't believe they did that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I like it, but I can't believe they did it. Because we were making the joke. It's even in the thumbnail of the video clip I made. It's like, hey, you know, Io's in this match too, right? It's almost like I got fooled by the creative. Funny
yeah.
that.
It was like Io was almost like in the background. She wasn't really part of it to the end.
Yeah, but she managed to pull it off. So that was good stuff. And I apologize. I've wanted to watch wrestling, not to get too into detail though. Um, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, so it's been really, really difficult to sit down and
Mhm.
watch however many hours of wrestling there is in a week now. And the worst part is though is I want to because I watched the segment where Punk came out dressed as Cena and was white
Yeah,
rapping,
yeah, yeah. I saw that.
which was it was it was way better than it had any business being. And
Yeah, yeah. It was much better than I thought it would have been. I'm
oh, I
glad
know
he
because
cut it short, but
well, because
that wasn't
the
bad.
thing of it is, when I saw Punk coming out, I'm like, oh no, is he gonna rap? But this is a testament to how good Punk is. Punk, you can tell by the way he did it. He understands how ridiculous this will be unless he plays this for what it is. This is CM Punk trying to piss John Cena off.
Yeah, he was bring up his past. He basically
Yeah,
just copied him because John did the copy of the pipe bomb
and
to him.
yeah, and it doesn't seem as complex as it actually is because there's a very fine line performance wise that Punk walked on this promo, this segment. And he
Hmm.
he did not that I'm surprised, but he did fantastic because it was never to the point of being stupid. It was entertaining not because he was imitating John Cena. It was entertaining because he was imitating John Cena to make him angry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Like the jeans or the jean shorts
So
rips.
I will say this, I never thought I would ever see CM Punk in jorts.
Near her
And
eye.
we're seeing all kinds of stuff we never thought we would see.
That is true.
It's just like, wow, this is different. But I liked it. It was entertaining. It was good stuff. And we made another prediction though.
Um.
We got Ron Killings, baby.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He came back and he's now Ron Killings. He's still funny, even when like he's trying to be, I guess, angry or a hill. Like he still makes me laugh.
I think this is a smooth transition sort of thing though, but the reason it's so wild to me is because it wasn't that long ago that we had said on the show, it's like, don't get me wrong, we love our truth, it's entertaining, but man, I would really like to see more Ron Killings. And we were talking about how he was in TNA when he was the NWA
Yeah,
champion.
yeah. We literally was talking about that. Say about 2 weeks
I
before
know,
he got
right?
fired
I
and
know,
stuff like that.
like that was wild. Once again, giving credence to my theory that Triple H listens to this program.
I doubt it. He wouldn't have fired him.
Well, no, he fired him as a vehicle. Actually, he did spin that really, really well. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that was a Triple H decision. I think that was a TKO decision. And then once the fan backlash was happening, he probably went. He was like, "See, now we could just bring him back, but this gives us an opportunity to make him even bigger." And I heard through the Jim Cornette experience that Ron Killings didn't answer the phone until Nick Khan called him.
Yeah, I heard Nick Khan got him back, like a better deal,
Yeah,
or I guess more or
so
something.
well, and I mean, fair enough because like again, R-Truth is one of those guys who I'm not gonna. I mean, he was wasted in a sense,
Yeah.
insofar as like they were not utilizing all of his talents, and now they
Hmm.
have an opportunity to utilize all his talents. The unfortunate part is I can't see him beating Cena, which they already
No,
had
no,
that match, didn't they?
he's already to like the mid card. Like he's fighting Aleister Black. He's not going against Cena no more. That's
Yeah, see,
done.
which I think that kind of sucks though. But I understand WWE doesn't always do this, but they do this more often than AEW does. They generally walk before they run, which is very disappointing to a lot of fans of guys on the independents, but it makes sense for
Mhm.
career longevity because if you, which this makes no sense for R-Truth, but in this new incarnation, if you come in and win the world title, what's left for you to do?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win the world. I never
Not from
expect him to
Cena.
win. No, not from Cena. If it was somebody else,
Yeah.
even from like a Cody, I would kind of see that, but not really. But
If they
anyone
completely,
else,
well, it's funnily enough, funny you mentioned Cody because Cody and Truth have a history, and I honestly forgot about it
Mhm.
until Cody Rhodes has a podcast. For those who don't know, what do you want to talk about? It's I like it, but it's real gimmicky. Like, but Cody, like with most things, he steers into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I saw 2 episodes.
yeah,
Our Truth and Randy. Those the only two I
I've
saw.
not watched Randy's yet. I watched the one with Kevin Owens though, and I gotta say, especially when you consider that English is Kevin Owens' second language,
Hmm.
like that guy's a phenomenal talker.
Oh yeah, I always said that. Yeah, I always thought that he was like he know the nuance of English really good. Like even though it's his
Yeah,
second language, like he mastered it.
I would never get, which I would never ever guess that English was his second language by the way he talks. But because, yeah, it's like you said, it's not basic English. He understands how to tell a story,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
he's
Hmm.
very entertaining when he's telling stories because he's top notch. Like, he's great.
Hmm.
But that was an entertaining one. But he did one with R-Truth, and this was before R-Truth got released, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. Yeah.
And Cody's bringing up how he, like, basically he's professionally envious of R-Truth for various reasons, not least of which being is that R-Truth kicked out of the Crossroads once in the earlier days.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I
so
remember
yeah,
that.
I think Cody is pulling for a feud with R-Truth because those guys would have a blast doing like a big title program.
Hmm.
But again, I want Ron Killings. I think
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be
I see what you mean.
phenomenal.
Yeah, he's doing some stuff, like I said, with Aleister Black, which is kind of funny more than like it's not as impactful impact of it as it was before, but I'm glad he's doing something, and maybe it'll be a little bit more of our killings versus our truth.
Oh wow, I totally thought you were gonna say R. Kelly. It's like, can we please not? Let's do no R. Kelly ever. Let's not. Let's not. Let's not go there. Speaking, I don't want to. I although if if R-Truth redid the whole like trapped in the closet,
Oh
like
yeah, the South Park. You seen the South Park
no no no
episode?
no no no.
Okay.
This is. Oh, do you not know about trapped in the closet?
I only know the South Park
Oh man.
episode.
So the South Park episode was made a joke in reference to it. So I think it was in like 2001. R. Kelly made what is essentially it's essentially a musical series. They're a
Oh
series
crap!
of
I see it now.
yeah, there's a they're a series of music videos of basically R. Kelly having a really bad day trying to get some strange. And then just the insanity. But the thing is he's singing what's happening. So you get lines like, and I locked myself in the closet. He came in, I was trapped in the closet. So that's the South Park jokes were alluding to that when he's like, and I pulled out
Oh
my
crap!
gun.
I see it, but like I never knew this existed. I always thought it was from South Park. I thought that was the original. I
So South
never seen this before. Yeah,
this has to be it. So South Park came up with the joke about Tom Cruise being trapped in the closet
yeah, yeah.
because as far as I'm aware, Archer I keep saying Archer. As far as I'm aware, R. Kelly is not a Scientologist, although he might be, but I don't
I
to
never
my
heard it.
knowledge.
I'm
I
not too
was gonna say,
sure.
to my
Yeah,
knowledge,
same.
he's not. So they come up with that joke, and they're like, "Oh, well, we have to bring R. Kelly into this because he literally made a thing called Trapped in the
Yeah.
Closet," and that's yeah. And I think there are lines. He's like, "Can I pull out my gun?" Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I'm watching this in disbelief, and I'm like, this feels like a parody, but it's not. Like he is playing it 100% straight in this, and he you can just tell that like he's making this, and he's like he thinks this is great art, and everyone's watching this and having one of two reactions of what the hell am I watching, or this has to be a parody. Like, did SNL
Uh-huh.
make this? Because it feels like SNL made this. This feels like the Chappelle Show when Wayne Brady did the skit with
Oh,
Dave
yeah, I
Chappelle.
remember.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's what it feels like.
yeah.
But it's legit. It's not trying to be funny, and that is wild to me.
Yeah, I never saw that before today.
Oh, enjoy.
I will.
Because I'm not gonna lie,
I,
you kind of do get sucked into it. I'm not gonna lie. You're like, what's gonna happen next? It's yeah, it's a wild ride. But anyway, back to wrestling. Did you also see? And you may know more about this than I do because I don't know what's going on. I also don't know. I think it's fairly new. MJF showed up randomly in MLW.
oh, I didn't even know about that. Oh
Yeah,
crap.
that's been fairly recently, and they're even like, "What the hell is he doing here?" So I don't know what to make of that. I think it's a really big mistake on AEW's part.
Wait, who owns MLW?
MLW is
Is
independent of
Oh, okay, okay.
AEW.
So
Yeah,
okay. Oh, okay,
I
okay.
think Court
Okay.
Bauer owns it. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
pretty
okay,
sure it's
okay.
Court Bauer.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna miss it with the other one. CMLL or
Yeah,
CL.
CMLL's the Mexican promotion.
Oh, okay, okay.
MLW is Major League Wrestling for those who don't know.
Oh, okay, okay, I see. Yeah, yeah.
And MJF was there before he went to AEW,
Hmm.
and he popped up there again. So I don't know. That's to me, this seems like MJF wants to do it because I can't think of any other logical reason why you would send one of your top guys to what is. I mean, I guess it's not really an indie promotion per se, even though it is. But I mean, they have
Yeah, yeah.
TV, but it's smaller. Like you can't deny that it's smaller than AEW.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, the beginning of it reminds me of Lucha Underground.
A little bit.
Just
Well, and
the beginning part.
I think there was cross. I think some of the people that were involved in Lucha Underground ended up in MLW. Not the wrestlers
Oh,
because
okay, okay.
a lot of the wrestlers did, but like a lot of the Lucha guys from Lucha Underground ended up in MLW. Like Penta was
Okay.
there for a while. Phoenix was there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
so
you're right. Yeah.
Neil
Even
Muertes
the
ended up
mat
there.
looks like it. The
Yeah,
mat looks reminds me of it too.
Well, I think when Lucha Underground ended, they brought in a bunch of those guys and kind of redid elements. Excuse me for a moment, everybody,
Yep.
but gotta go check something out real quick. But in the meantime, we'll look at our first sponsor. Our friends at Again and Forever need your help to win America's Next Top Hit Maker. And here is a video with all the information to go vote for them, and it's also the first link in the description.
And of members of a so-called religious cult, with a leader they call Jesus, has had three of its followers arrested in the investigation of the murder of Sharon Tate and six others. Those arrested are two women and one man, and the Los Angeles police said they would ask murder indictments against several others. Five women are being held as material witnesses.
Ooh, sorry about that. But yes, you can support our friends at Again and Forever. When they win this contest, they will get $50,000 and, more importantly, get a live performance at a music festival in New York City. So please do that. It will take you 5 seconds. You can vote daily for free. And if you want to pay a little bit of money that supports a good charity, you can get more votes for them, but they're only asking you to vote for free once a day. That's not too much to ask, is it? Is it?
Nope, not at all. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's actually a really cool charity. I didn't know about this charity until Again in Forever's contest, and honestly,
Hmm.
it's a pretty awesome charity. So do that. Where were we? So yeah, MJF showing up in MLW. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, he was wearing the tactical gear, like the
Yeah,
shield.
yeah. I gotta say, have you been watching any AEW?
Yeah, yeah. Well, so far I saw what he was doing with the Hurt Business, or if it's the Hurt Syndicate, I think it's called over there. I
Yeah,
like that. It's
formerly
pretty
the
cool.
Pride.
Yeah, that horrible name. Yeah, yeah.
It was
I,
funny. One of our it made me chuckle because I forgot how recent the Pride was. Well, I guess it was like 2 years ago.
yeah, well, yeah, about 2 years.
Yeah. So, but anyway, one of our episodes was featured on the AI analysis podcast where we were going over that leaked WrestleMania card for WrestleMania
Oh yeah,
40,
yeah, yeah,
and it listed the
yeah.
Pride, and I just giggled like an idiot. It's like the Pride. That's a case of either nobody thought about it or the guys are like, are they calling us the Pride?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna change this, right? Boy, I hope so.
Well, before then it was like during that stupid Bobby was doing those pose downs with
Okay, maybe it
Leo
was
Rush.
intentional.
So like it was weird. It was like, oh, bend over and touch your toes, cough. Like, I'm like, what is this? This is horrible.
You say, what is this? And Bobby Lashley just looks dead in the camera and goes, it's gay. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Oh, I remember that Seinfeld episode.
it. I mean, there's not, but at the same time, like, it's funny. It's funny. You got like three very, very muscular dudes
Yeah,
always hanging out together, usually half naked,
with baby oil.
that shower together. I mean, maybe not like together, but like, I don't know what goes on in that locker room. Pride locker room is a dangerous place to be. You might get speared. Anyway, but yeah, that made me laugh. Let's see what else we
I
got.
was surprised on one thing. MJ actually looks like he fits in with them. I mean, like At
with the
first
hurt.
glance, yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah,
even his gear looks really good.
I mean
Everyone is
yeah,
gear
yeah,
except
it works. The re-
MVPs.
yeah, and the thing is, the reason he fits in with them is because their group takes wrestling seriously. MJF
Yeah.
takes wrestling seriously. It's not like, I'm sorry, can somebody shave Hangman Page's mustache?
I'm just gonna say, honestly, sorry about that.
You're
Oh,
good.
I'm choking up.
I
I
know
was gonna say that.
it's really upsetting.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't know what is happening in
Sorry
AEW
about
right now.
that.
Like, it's just,
It was like to me, Heyman looks like he actually is like drinks a lot or like he's under an influence or something. Like he taking that role a little too much for the
like,
drink in his hand.
it looks so bad though.
Yeah, he looks like the shuffle where like I now it could work if he's like continuous losing and like he was tired and like I don't know, he goes to someone
He's
and
really reminding me of Silas Young right now, but he's way too old for that kind of, I mean, he's way too young for that kind of character.
uh-huh.
Like
He
it worked for
reminds me of yeah, you're
Silas.
right.
Yeah, but Silas was actually like an older grizzled veteran.
Yeah.
Is Hangman Page what, 32? How
Yeah,
old is
if
Hangman
that.
Page? He's not, yeah, if that, because he started in AEW at 25. So yeah,
Oh,
he'd be
okay.
like 31. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna look
Yeah,
this up real
he's
quick.
33. 33.
33, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, like you're not.
Well, they always say wrestling adds 10 years to you. So
I
so to
mean,
get to
just it just
43.
the look's not working, my friend. Which is that's very unfortunate because I've always liked Hangman Adam Page.
Honestly,
Not
I didn't. I liked him the most against like Swerve. But like personally, no. I just don't get his gimmick or his wrestling is okay. He has one cool move, and that's about it. But I
no.
never really liked
The
him.
thing of it is AEW just can't stop doing stupid crap. I don't know why they just can't help themselves. Like, and I pointed to this person before. Whoever is doing AEW social media, it you guys keep posting stuff that you think is cool. It's not cool. It makes you look like amateur hour. Like you post botches, but not as botches. Like I couldn't believe it. They posted one, I forget who was in it, but they literally botched a move, almost hurt somebody. And they were like, "Isn't this awesome?" I'm like, I watched that match. That's not the part that I would have posted if I were you.
Uh,
Like this is not as cool as you think it makes you look. And anytime if you want to validate to yourself what I'm saying, anytime you see an AEW social media post, particularly a video, just look at the comments. Like 80% of them are like, why? And then yeah, you have your AEW stands, which is fine. Like you guys want to. And I'm getting real tired of the Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm thirst traps because they're not thirst traps. Like put that on OnlyFans where it belongs. I'm
oh,
serious.
speaking of that,
You'll make more money.
what is it? That girl just left. Cora
Cora
Jade.
Jade.
Yeah. She just left. She's like, I'm going OnlyFans.
She's not the only one. Another girl who, what was it? Gigi? No, Gigi Dillon. She left,
Really?
but the
Okay.
Shotzi just left too. But
Yeah.
don't get me started there. Both Cora Jade and um Shotzi have both made appearances in GCW now. I believe
Oh,
it
okay.
actually, yeah, at the same event. They both wrestled men, of course, because
Yeah. I like if it has to be one of the two, I can see Cora somewhat, maybe a small guy, but I don't see Shotzi. Nah.
because I watched her on Chris Van Vliet, and I wasn't surprised when she got released. And it's nothing against Shotzi; it's just the fact that WWE wasn't using her, and I can't figure out why because the audience loves her.
She broke her leg or ankle or something, and then after that, they just released her after.
I mean, I guess points to them for not, which they haven't done this in a very long time. They tend to not release people while they're injured.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, but even
But it
before
was
that,
it
even
was weird
before,
because she lost a lot of weight. She did not a lot, but she did. She looked visibly smaller. And
yeah,
the match I saw, I was like, wow, her legs are so tiny now. And that was the match she did some flip and crack. It broke. I'm like, so I don't know what was going on there, or
gnarly, gnarly.
it was bad.
But I mean, I'm referring to even before she got injured because WWE just was not using her, and like they'd roll her out every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah, for like
But then,
Halloween and stuff
yeah,
like
and
that.
it's kind of like you guys have somebody that the bulk of the audience genuinely likes. I don't
Yeah,
understand why you're not using her.
yeah, that is true. She had
She's
a good
somebody.
gimmick.
Yeah, she had a
The
unique
tank.
gimmick. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool.
Um, I think that was a case of they just didn't know what to do with her because they're like, what do we
Yeah.
do with this weird girl that? But I mean, surely after Rhea Ripley's success, like
Well, one thing I
it's
say,
okay.
she wasn't the best wrestler. She was okay, but she was visibly slower than a lot of people, even though she
And
was there much longer than a
that's
lot of
got to
people.
be it. Yeah, I got to think that's got to be it because it just doesn't make sense otherwise. And I try not to comment on in-ring work, but like, yeah,
But
if
you
if
have
she
to
wasn't
sometimes, you know.
if she yeah if she wasn't the best wrestler and she didn't have like a hugely standout because like not to say Rhea's a bad wrestler, but like let's say that Rhea was a less skilled in-ring
Yeah, yeah,
performer,
yeah,
she'd still draw money. Like so you work around
yeah.
it. That's somebody like
Hmm.
a Jade who maybe isn't as polished, but it's like look,
Yeah.
you know, it's it's like there's something there. And it's like Braun Strowman was an example when he got released too. It's like yeah, he may not be the greatest in ring performer, but like he's a freak. So like,
Yeah.
and I mean that with all love and respect because Braun Strowman could break me in half if he wanted to. So
I think after that train gimmick, he went down. Like after that, they stopped using him. Like
yeah,
they have him every now and then, but
imagine that you get somebody to do something stupid and then the audience doesn't care anymore.
yeah, it was like, oh, true, true, and his face on a train, and then that's when it
Okay,
went
I
downhill.
actually saw that. That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It was, but for all the wrong reasons.
Precisely. Those are some of the best things. I did, however, because we were going to talk about, I did watch Worlds Collide, which WWE that was really hard to find, and it shouldn't have been because, like, I thought it would be
Uh-huh.
on Peacock. It wasn't on Peacock. It was on YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah,
It was fine. Like,
honestly, I'm trying to think about it because I probably saw it as this is crap and turning off. I can't remember.
I mean, there was just nothing that you could sink your teeth into. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that was it. Like the matches were fine. Like, but there was nothing there. Like there was no weight. So and like for some actually I take that back. The match that Stephanie Vaquer had there, that was
Oh, okay. I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, yeah. I
she did
really
a
didn't care about this. Yeah.
she did a tag
Yeah.
team match with oh gosh, I can't remember who her partner was, but it was I didn't even know she existed, and I'm like,
Viva or something Vice
yeah,
something
something
Vice.
Vice. Yeah, and I'm like, has this girl just been like in NXT and I just haven't seen her yet?
Yeah, she's in NXT.
Um,
She's she's there sometimes in NXT. I put it that way.
well, she needs to be there more
Oh, yeah,
because,
because her rain gear.
well, no, but I mean that's part of it. No, but I mean, like, I'll be honest, I liked what I saw.
Oh
Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's good. It's just that I don't know.
she's really good and looks like that. So
Yeah. That's true. But it's just like she's lacking, I don't know, like a little bit of the polish of the promos and stuff like that.
that's
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 not
that's
so
probably it.
much there.
And frankly, and this sounds bad, but if you're a blonde-haired woman who's just getting into wrestling, like you're one of 100.
Yeah. That
Like,
is true.
unfortunately, you're gonna have to do something to make yourself stand out. Because like Stephanie Vaquer stands out immediately, which is why she's Stephanie Vaquer. Like,
Yeah.
she's unique. She she stands out like a sore thumb in that women's roster.
Yeah.
There's only one girl I can think of now that looks, well, two girls now that look kind of like her, and not exactly. I'm thinking of like somebody like Roxanne Perez and Rhea Ripley, and they're still different enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say Julia because they both came in the same kind of time and there was like the two newest highest free agents.
Yeah,
I
but
know
they
they're
also
not
had,
look wise, but
yeah, but they also had a, which, oh gosh, Julia. Wait, did Julia just win the title? She won a title. What title did she win? Did she win the U.S. title? No,
did she?
no, she won. Was it Intercontinental? Hang on. You
Let's
can't even.
see.
I can never remember how to spell her name. There it
Oh,
is.
it's the US. She won the US
Oh,
title.
she won it from Zelina.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I guess Zelina's not the. I remember seeing that now. Yeah, she did win it.
Yep. Oh yeah, she won it. I think it was in Saudi.
Yes, it was
Right?
in Saudi. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. That is correct. So yeah, so she did just win that. Well, sorry, Zelina, but I liked it when you were champ.
I did too.
Although,
But
did you see?
but
Speaking of Zelina, did you see the internet
mhm.
making a big deal because she accidentally showed some back skin?
Oh really? No.
Oh, imagine that. You do a moonsault and your shirt rides up just a little bit. Like I know it's Saudi, but I mean really.
Oh, but yeah. What they trying to say was it wasn't an accident or like she did it on purpose just to make a
No,
statement.
they're saying they're calling it a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, okay. Well, over there
But
it would be.
yeah, but they're like it's but it's Saudi. I'm like, it's not like she showed her ankle, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody just needs to relax, all right? Because from what
Yeah,
I
it's
could tell,
different.
yeah, from what I could tell, the audience was like, "Oh my God, we can see some of her skin. Let's just go nuts and just destroy everything and pillage and blah." It was fine. Frankly, I think the internet's making a much bigger deal of it than anyone in Saudi Arabia is, and that's saying something.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what, you know.
yeah. Hey, they're letting them wear pants now, so progress.
Didn't they always wear pants?
In the ring, yes, it's. I'm making a
Oh,
women's rights joke.
okay.
Oh no, they're not letting their citizens wear pants.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
That's
know.
not the question.
I don't know what the rules are in total, but I know they can drive now. So
Well, they've been good for a
yeah,
couple
for
years
a couple
now.
years now. That sounds like
It's
such a
just
stupid thing to say. Oh, they have been for like 3 years now.
Like you want equal rights? Drive.
It's like they were saying that in 1923. Oh, they can vote now. They have been for years.
It was some. Oh, it was some not backlash, but on like some of the cameras, the audience cameras are they were showing like they was yelling at some of the girls or making fun of them or something like that.
Somebody was making fun of Jade Cargill, and then she like
Yeah, yeah,
clapped
yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah.
and they were like, fuck you," and it's like,
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I'll just keep on walking. Like it's not worth it, especially
not
in
not in
traffic.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You remember you have to like get on that plane and
Yeah, you
leave.
have to get on the plane to go home.
Yeah. I like literally the first time WWE went to site, they recently just cut some guy's head off, the journalist. So
Uh,
it's
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that was the controversy. Honestly,
yeah, 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 yeah. That was like it was like
yeah,
a week or a few days before they was going to go. They just chopped the dude's head off.
yeah, and then
Like,
I'm sure somebody behind closed doors was like, Vince, are you still going? He's like, "Oh,
hell yeah. Yeah,
it's like they're
yeah.
paying me to go there. They're not
It's
cutting my
not
head
my
off.
head. Like I'm cool with the prince.
Yeah, no, WWE is very pro Saudi. Wonder why?
Well, honestly,
It's money.
maybe a
It's
hot
the
take.
money.
I think they're going to be sold to Saudi in like a few years. I think they're going to buy them. I really do. I think it's
It'll
going to be
it'll
like
it'll be the death of
under.
the company.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not going the best there is now. Like with all the ads, like it's hard to even watch it now. Like
That's
I'm
true. There
tired
are
of
a
looking
lot
at
of
Slim
ads.
Jim. It's ridiculous. It's like even during the pipe bomb with Cena, like you got Punk on a Slim Jim table. It's ridiculous. They got Fireball ladders. This is
Hakeem's just at home is with like WWE. Right now, the last thing I want to do is snap into a Slim Jim. I'm tired of it.
yeah. Morgan Stanley and Slim Jim, Snickers, and whoever. When
Yeah,
it was in Saudi, whatever brand that was. I don't like. It's just it's ridiculous now.
that's
They
the
show they don't.
yeah, that is the only thing I dislike about Cody's podcast is like every 20 seconds is like Wheatley American
Oh yeah,
vodka.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I can't watch them either.
I'm like, I get
Like,
it. And it's like, listen, I get it because we have sponsors, right? But we don't, I try not to make it every
yeah, yeah,
5 seconds. It's like we mention it at the top, we give you a little blurb or play a little video, and then that's it. It's like, we keep it even. But speaking of ad spots, listen, if for some reason you just don't get enough of me yapping on this show, you can check out my solo podcast, the Arate podcast, where once a month I interview somebody about a topic that I find interesting, and we just have a conversation. It's more Joe Rogan experience style, but a little bit more relaxed, and it's a very boring podcast, but I'm there. So check it out if you want. If not, you can just stick with down the middle. It's fine. We're not into pressure here at Arate Media. We
yeah.
make the content for you to enjoy.
You have some interesting people you interview. Like it was some
S-
doctor guy.
Yeah,
What's his
some of
name?
them.
Fitness guy. It was really cool.
Yeah, we've done a couple fitness guys. Yeah, the surreal part to me is when people reach out to me and I'm like,
Uh huh.
really? That's weird. You want to come on this show? I usually have to ask people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like you just never know, you know. So
you
take
never
every
know.
opportunity you can.
That being said, though, if you think you could have an interesting conversation on, there's probably a better ad spot. I will talk with anyone. My only rule, I only have two rules. One of which is like if it devolves into just name calling and shouting, it's not productive. So we'll just nip that right in the bud if that's happening. And two, if you say something that I disagree with or that I think you need to elaborate on, I'm gonna hold you to task on it. So it's not the interviews have been friendly thus far, but
Yeah, yeah, they have.
I'm not opposed to checking somebody on their facts. So Yeah, RJ podcast. But back to wrestling. I hate that word, wrestling.
And like I don't know if I'm effective with the ads more because okay, I worked for like it was a large marketing firm for like 7 years. It was like the third largest marketing firm in US. And I had to deal with ads every single day from I don't know, T-Mobile
Ooh, yeah.
to hundreds of commercials, Olive Garden, like female products, like anything you could think
Me-
of. I had to deal with ads and marketing. So I seen that so many ads until one time after probably 5 years, I came home, I took my TV and threw it out. Because I saw the same ad I was working on for about 40 hours on TV. And so I lost it, unplugged it, and never had TV since.
Yeah,
So
I could imagine that
I
they
really hate
they
ads.
they yeah, they certainly they've never really bothered me, but even I can spot obnoxious ones like
Yeah.
so in my local there's a jewelry store in or around the it's actually on the northeast side of Indianapolis in Fishers, but if you grew up here
Mhm.
in this area, you know the radio ad spot by heart, like you've memorized it because it's on the radio. It was on the radio. Not people don't listen to the radio anymore, but like when because I rode the bus to school for basically 11 years, so not 10 years, not 11 years, but anyway, you'd hear that commercial you'd hear that commercial multiple times a day, and
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
and the tagline is now you have a friend in the dining business. Shane Company, just east on 969 off 96th Street and Hague Road. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5. And then when the internet became a thing, they added online at shaneco.com. Like I
Exactly
can
what
recite.
yeah. That's how I was going through. Even radio ads we did, like Hot 97.
There you
Like
go.
I couldn't
Yeah.
stand it. Like,
And then apparently there's an attorney in Alabama that had a similar style ad that like all the kids that grew up down in the Tuscaloosa area could recite this commercial verbatim. Like everybody's got one, right? But
yeah, yeah.
and we strive to make our ad spots fun on down the middle, but I'll be honest, I bow to the king of entertaining ad spots, Mr. Jim Cornette himself, because their ad spots are hilariously part of the show.
Oh
And
yeah, yes,
they
yes.
have a ton of ads, man, but they're always so funny. Like he's got a gift. And then sometimes the commercial, because like they have a commercial for Stephen P. New that is just hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah, the jingle.
Stephen P. New, Stephen P. New, Stephen P. New. And then it just ends with, we'll sue their ass. It's good stuff. It's real good stuff. But honestly, I'm curious, is anything else of note been happening in AEW? Because I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well, I've been watching. I'm looking more forward to the next pay-per-view, and maybe I'll watch a little more after that.
What is their next pay-per-view?
It's was it all in?
I thought that wasn't until September, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it's one is a big one. It's like all in or all out. I hate their names for the pay-per-view, but it's one of those things. I know it's a big one. It's like their Mania almost or SummerSlam. Oh yeah, SummerSlam supposed to be coming out too, but
Oh yeah, yeah. SummerSlam will be coming before too long. Maybe that'll be our next episode. But I gotta get caught up with the wrestling.
yeah,
How's Penta been doing? Penta seems like he's still on an upward trajectory.
well, he's been losing more
Well,
matches
well,
in the
well,
last
damn.
3 months than he did in AEW in the whole 3 years.
Oh crap. They're like, okay, we bought the Mexican promotion. We don't need the luchadors anymore. Get them out of here.
And it's like it's just stupid losing. Like losing against people you don't need to lose against, or losing in a team, which is not too bad. Because like he's not taking the pen, but his team lost, but no, it's kind of protecting him a little bit. A little bit. Like he just lost last Monday, or it could be this Friday because it was tape. SmackDown was tape, so I
Yeah.
saw it at halftime. One of those matches he lost in tag team uh against Steph and his group with Braun
Oh,
Breaker and
well, that I mean, yeah, that he's not gonna win against Seth Rollins.
yeah, he didn't expect him, but he didn't. Steph wasn't even in the match. It was his henchman.
Well,
It
he's
was
also
Braun
not gonna.
Breaker.
Penta's not gonna beat Braun Breaker either.
He should. He really should. Like Braun's not the same Braun he was before. Now he looks like an Applebee's manager or something. Like he's not the best. I don't know what he did. Like Steph's whole group is just like doesn't belong. Like Steph and doesn't need Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is there in the background, but he looks like he doesn't really want to be there because he have nothing to add to it. Like Steph can talk, so he doesn't need a mouthpiece. And you got Braun who doesn't talk, but now he's like, I don't know, losing a match, then win a match, then spare someone, then get kicked. It just and the other guy, he's cool, but even he's losing matches too. So okay, it's like 50-50 booking. But I don't to me they shouldn't gave him the briefcase. Honestly, I really thought they should play on LA Knight. That would have been more fun than stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's a shame to see, but again, Penta might fall victim to that whole he was elevated too quickly, and it's like, oh, okay, well now we don't have anything for him, so but we want him on TV because the kids like him, so
Yeah,
what do
yeah,
we do?
yeah. Yeah, he's there. Honestly, I think he's there just to sell mass
Oh,
because
sure,
he's
and it's
there.
just it's
It's good.
frustrating. Yeah, it's frustrating though because he could be so much more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I haven't even seen Ray. Like, Ray's somewhere in the back with Dragon Lee because they both look the
Yeah,
same.
well, at least Dominik's still IC champ, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like this is getting kind of funny with all the girls that are chasing Dom because now Roxanne Perez is sniffing around that tree.
Yeah, yeah, it's where like first it was Liv, who's
I
putting
don't
him
hate it.
against Rhea. Yeah, it's cool. Oh
They,
yeah, Liv is out because she got injured.
yeah,
What?
and
So that
they keep
sucks.
getting shorter. Did you notice that?
Oh, I noticed that for a while. Like, there's so many of them. Like when there was like it was three girls, the two tag team girls, and someone else next to like Chelsea Green. I was like, wow, they're tiny. Um,
Oh no,
they're
I
really
just meant the
short.
girls that were into Dom.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That too. Yeah. But I meant in general, like the whole female roster is pretty short.
I mean, and that's sort of an illusion on TV because yeah, it's like when you see like the I hate to say specs, that sounds real nasty to say, but like when you know how tall they actually are, you're like, really?
Yeah.
Because you just assume they're taller on television, and I can make this non-sexist real quick. The last AEW live event that I went to,
Mhm.
um, the first match was Trent, and it was the first time I'd seen Trent Beretta live. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was shocked by how small he was because he looks so much taller
Oh,
and bigger on
yeah.
TV. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, this dude is tiny. Like by
Well, it's like
comparison.
Jericho. Like Jericho is not the biggest guy, but he always portray himself as the biggest guy, and you
True.
believe it.
Yeah.
So I'm not against it. It just depends on who can work with it and believe. Like Daniel Bryan, he's not tall, but he moves like one. He moves like he could take on anyone.
I saw
So
they did this is still back when he was in WWE, but they released this line of action figures that were like everybody was just jacked to the gills. And
yeah,
I
yeah.
saw Daniel Bryan's figure and it was him jacked to the gills, and I'm just like, this doesn't even look like it. Like this is ridiculous. This is insane. Like
It's special edition.
what is yeah, right. I know. It's like what is going on here? Although funnily enough, I had to clear a bunch of stuff out of my house because they were taking photos, and I'd forgotten about these. I've got 3 autographed um, wrestling pictures. I've got Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, and Kevin Owens, and I forgot
Oh,
they
that's cool.
existed. I forgot they existed. They've been hanging on that wall since 2020, and they've been just covered up with shit for so. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. That made me happy. And then I remembered we might reinitiate the whole autograph contest because I still have all of them.
Oh yeah, there was some
So
really good ones like
I know I need to buy another pack of them, but I was gonna go through these first. Still have the Danhausen one. I mean, I still have all of them, right? But so check that out. Well, Hakeem, has there been anything else in wrestling that you want to touch on, or
that's pretty much everything.
I know,
Like
right? Everything
just
major, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I have food poisoning.
oh really? Oh that's
Yeah, that was the quick ad break. That was like, oh no.
that sucks. That's
Yeah,
I had it
that
once before and it was no fun at all.
it's not, dude, and I'm starting to kind of feel a little type of
Oh, okay,
way.
cool.
So if you got nothing else,
Nope, I'm
TMI
good.
for you, audience. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Down the Middle. If there's anything you would like us to discuss in wrestling, please do not hesitate to put it in the comments or just any thoughts, really. You can throw them down there. I might read them. I might not. I'll let you know. Maybe I won't. It's a mystery. But like I said, if you have not already, please like, share, and subscribe. Please vote for our friends at Again and Forever. And always check out our sponsors. They help us keep the lights on. Crap.
Exactly.
Because you guys didn't click the sponsors, now I don't have lights. But anyway, be sure to check out a new episode of Weekly Wrestling. Well, not new, new for you, episode of Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up next week. And we will see you guys. You can't see my finger pointing at you because the lights are turned off, but we'll see you guys in 2 weeks right here on Down the Middle. But until